Imagine you've decided to take up running. Maybe to get fit, maybe just to lose a few kilos. How would you go about it? You'd probably set yourself a target, not just to go running, but to achieve some specific outcome. Perhaps you say to yourself, I'm going to complete the Bratislava 10. That's a specific target, and you'd be able to measure your success either by just completing the distance, or maybe you have a specific time in mind. You know it's possible. Millions of people do it every year. Or perhaps you have some friends and colleagues who have done something similar. You also know that along the way you're going to get fitter and maybe lose those few kilos. The race date is a real motivator. The time frame is just about right, challenging but doable. Now, you may not realize it, but you have set yourself a SMART goal. It is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Here at the Bridge, we believe that setting SMART goals is also a key factor in learning a new language. But student goals are often too vague or unclear. For example, I want to improve my vocabulary. So, like the 10K, let's make this a SMART goal. Be specific. What kinds of words and phrases do you really need? Workplace vocabulary to help you in your job role? Vocabulary to assist you in certain areas of study, or perhaps to express your opinions on certain topics? Or do you just need some useful expressions for going on holiday to an English-speaking country? If goals are not specific, it can be impossible to see progress, which can lead to a loss of motivation. If you are struggling to make your goals specific, our teachers are here to help. Like the 10K, you need to be able to measure your success. Therefore, your goals need to be measurable too. If you make your goals measurable, you can check your progress as you move forward. Take, for example, learning vocabulary useful for my workplace. To make it measurable, you could say, I will keep track of the additional expressions I am able to use in meetings or when writing emails at work, and I will make sure that the number of words and phrases in my active vocabulary continues to grow over time. Is this an achievable vocabulary target? I think it is. You can decide how many and how often, so challenge yourself, but keep it realistic. Motivate yourself, but don't kill yourself in the process. If you aren't sure, again, get some advice from your teacher at the Bridge. Is this goal relevant? Learning vocabulary is always relevant. And if you feel you are targeting vocabulary which is appropriate for your job, then this is doubly so. Finally, like the 10K, we need to make our goal time-bound. In other words, set yourself a time limit for achieving your goal. This will help you stay on track. It needs to be challenging to keep you motivated, but not so demanding that you become disheartened or demoralized. Just allow yourself enough time to complete your goal in a realistic time frame. So again, if we're working on business vocabulary, you could set yourself a time-bound limit, for example, of 3 months. After 3 months, you can assess your progress. If you feel you've reached your goal, you can set your sights on another one. So, what does our SMART goal sound like now? I am going to expand my knowledge and use of business-related vocabulary. I will keep track of the number and frequency of use at work with a minimum target of X phrases over the next 3 months. I have set this target to be challenging but achievable in the time frame, and what I learn will be of significant use to me in the future. Pretty smart, huh? Now, you could of course set yourself multiple goals during a course. Some students find they are better motivated when they set shorter goals, building blocks of an overall longer-term goal by the end of their course. If you do have a longer goal in mind, think about having some minor goals to help you along the way. Language learning can feel like a long journey, but by setting intermediate goals, you can keep your motivation and maybe your sanity. Goal setting works, and SMART goals are just that, smart. Our teachers can help you set your goals just right to keep your language learning moving forward and to encourage you to keep going.